watching the opening this time because I didn't look at the opening yet, but on Crunchyroll they have sort of like a feature where you can slightly scroll, and I noticed that there are actually some changes. So, you know what? I'll be starting my reaction from the 0 second mark this time instead of the minutes and 40 something mark in 1-0 go. Oh, and for those of you wondering, yes, I am watching it from Crunchyroll's website, which, in case you're wondering, that's why I'm able to react to it so early because it released a few seconds ago. That's why I never actually get sick and tired of this opening, ever. For those of you wondering why I skip it though, it's usually for bandwidth reasons, because if I usually skip the opening minutes at the start, it makes the video upload 3 minutes to 5 minutes faster. At least when I did reactions for a few months, I couldn't live stream, so that's why. I gotta admit, just seeing Alvin in the opening though sort of makes me emotional. And same with Map, she just looks so damn freaking cool too. I gotta admit, Lone looks absolutely majestic in that throne chair, and she deserves to look majestic too, considering the feat she pulled off in the last few episodes. Alright, there it is, boys. Yo, that looks absolutely cool in that new outfit, and especially that when he's taking on the superior being. I actually like some slight. I wonder who's that character though with alongside those 4 metallic-looking dudes. They look freaking cool. Wait. Does the opening imply there's gonna be a Baron and DAI team up? Because that'd be absolutely awesome. Alright, now it's back. The superior being versus Chio. I just wonder what in the world is our cute little Chio gonna pull off though. Like seriously. And it doesn't even seem like he's ready for no smoke. And the thing about this is, we know that when it comes to DAI, he ain't really near invincible, because it did establish right after he fought Baron that his abilities, while they are strong when it comes to utilizing the Dragon Crest, there are limitations. And since Star already utilizes abilities for a significant amount of time, I'm assuming he's going to be at the deeper end of losing his stamina instead of closer to being fully fresh. Whoa, I mean, when Dai's being called out like that, he needs to answer him full. But the thing is, Dai's facial expressions definitely aren't exuding much confidence right now. No, you know your fuck wouldn't even go. Oh. The thing is, though, right now, Dai can only really defend right now. He can't. Oh, wait. Is it exhaustion? Oh, yeah, it's bad. I mean, it makes sense. If Dai were to have been able to utilize his abilities for a super large amounts of time, he would be absolutely broken. So I do love how here we do have a narrative limitation. Well, it makes me wonder, how was I able to utilize his crest for so long against Baron yet? He's fighting Zama, and he hasn't utilized his Dragon Quest as long, unless maybe since he's utilizing it in his hand, maybe that tires him out a bit much, well, at least much more quickly. I do hope the series explains this eventually. No, it's back! Oh! Yes! I'm glad I ain't. Oh. I mean, it makes sense due to the episode title. I thought for a second, though, that was going to have a third release and unleash another version of air. Okay, the dude looks like he's punch drunk, considering the way his vision is distorted. Okay, someone better go down and at the very least. Pop? Yo, it's actually impressive that it did that much damage, especially since he's going up against a superior being. And it's nice actually seeing the fruits of Pop straining, him actually getting stronger, actually making a good effect. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't blame him either. The only ones that are really battle hardened are just Dai and Pop and Mam. But currently, Mam's in captivity right now. I mean, HU hasn't experienced near-death experiences, so I'm not gonna blame him. Yeah, someone could chalk it up that Chio talks a big game, and he was talking shit about Pop a while back, but the dude's a child. Well, if anyone's gonna be a guinea pig, it's gonna be Zama, who's gonna get an ass whooping, hopefully for our main heroes. Okay, now those are some like Hadler-like feats. Of anything, that's way superior than what a Hadler can pull off. Considering that Hadler was already put on the ropes by Dai before he was able to proficiently utilize his Dragon Quest. So this is already a much more grandiose feats in comparison. And here I like how the nerdy explained why he's not going to just straight up finish off Dai when he has him in his claws, because it'd be much more useful to even leave him alive. That's good writing, because too many fucking animes I see villains spurning characters for no good fucking reason. At least here, Zama has a legitimate reason to not just crush Dai in half when he's unconscious. Well, Chio's next in line now. Oh, never mind. He actually is going to go in for the kill. Oh, my. Well, I guess I shouldn't say kill, because he's just going to trap him. I mean, it could be worse. At least we're not seeing Dai's body digest. I'm assuming it's going to take a while for him to be digest. Oh, should I say digested if I'm going with Papa? Oh, finally, it looks like RQ is getting nervous. Ew! I think Zama's being cocky as shit. Dai ain't the normal humans or the normal creatures that he goes up against. Dai is definitely built up of a different cloth. Figuratively and literally. Yeah, Pop ain't no cowardly man. And I just love that swagger with the confidence there. And like I hear tries to rationalize potentially killing a potentially useful test subject like, oh. I just hope that this time when Chio does his attack, it's more than just comedic relief. Who knows, maybe Chio is a proficiently efficient mage and he just hasn't utilized his magical abilities yet. And maybe he was only utilizing his physical attacks earlier. I mean, there is hope. But the nigga no, it still is shaking, so I don't know, it can't be that. Because if he had magic in storage, then he'd have absolute confidence, or at the very least wouldn't be shit. I think that would arm himself more with a bite and still that kept on shaking though. Oh, and I love Chio's personality though. I mean, hey, he has the heart of a champion. He tried. He fucking tried. I know Pop is saying that, but didn't he used to say the same thing towards DAI though? You know, at worst, Chio might be able to build up enough time for DAI to gain back his stamina. Or for Man to finally figure out a way of getting out of the enclosed space that she's currently in. You know, them telling Man to give up, that's probably just going to further encourage her to try even harder. I don't think she could call in her arms frail if she was able to knock back multiple men way above her size. I mean, the only thing they can try is telling this woman from the outside to attack the enclosed area from the outside, and Man can try attacking from the inside. Huh. How would he know about her powers, though? That's kind of creepy. Wait, unless that... I wonder if that's sleep gas. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Why risk the captive escaping? You know what? That's actually pretty fucking slick. I ain't gonna lie. Just reduce the odds of failure by implementing that little measure. I like it. Because in other animes too, when characters are in captivity, the antagonists usually leave the main characters at least up with their consciousness. They don't do things smartly. Like I hear, no. You see at the very least sleep gas, or I'm assuming anesthetics, at the very least, dole up the senses of the main heroes. I gotta admit, he does make a good point. The old Pop wouldn't have been able to take on someone that was way above his power grade, so he does make a great point there. I mean, at the very least, she was lightweight. Oh, that's pretty harsh. I love how he added this back. Okay, she'll be the last kind. He'd be the last type of person to be calling someone trash in this case, considering the type of feats that Pop has pulled off, too. But that's what I like, though. Even though, yes, Chio and Pop both shit talk, I like how when the cards are down, they instantly are inclined. They're going to be instantly inclined of collaborating together. And I love also, too, how in this scenario, the resolution ain't going to come from them overpowering Sama, but actually playing it pretty strategically, too. Hey, I don't think you should be worried about utilizing enemy attack. Oh, just like in the opening, too. Where we see Pop utilize that 5-finger attack. At least in the small snippet. Crackle ass task. I gotta admit, the Crackle looks absolutely gorgeous in that key visual. Oh, hell yeah. I gotta admit, even though CG, that's the good type of looking CG. Because it doesn't look completely out of place visually. And I love the self-confidence our boy has, too. And believing that he was going to be able to pull off the feat. But hey, you know what? going by the opening, he's going to be able to unleash 5 of them simultaneously pretty soon. Shit, it'd be awesome too. Those slings. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It'd be awesome those slings could suffocate him too. But I don't think Zama's gonna die anticlimactically though. Although, if he did, that'd be and he's gonna have no choice about spitting him out. Although, if I were in Gio's spot, well, I'd be inclined to be in this. I would be kind of scared too. Just by sensing a little fuck up, you could accidentally get absorbed. And, I kind of like how that comedic scene where Dai was giving Chio some advice of using ramming or headbutting, it's gonna come into play, and it might actually end up saving Dai's bacon too. Now, that is some good storytelling there. Okay, Spin Attack kind of reminds me of a Sonic Spin Attack from the Sonic the Hedgehog series. And I mean that in a good way. It looks fucking cool. You look like I had a fucking yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah, it actually looked kind of cool. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe you should call it Chio Spin? I have no idea what he's gonna call it. Oh, he got too cocky there. I mean, if with their luck, maybe Dai will wake up since I'm assuming he's had enough time to recover his stamina. Whoa, what's that aura on man's body? Unless she also trained in utilizing magic too. And that's why she's got that glow. And oh, okay, so it is magic. Wait, could that guy in the ghost outfit be Mam's teacher? Because he knows awfully a lot about Mam's abilities. And the only one that I'd be inclined to knowing that would either be Chiyu or Mam's teacher. Alright, it looks damn cool with that glow. Okay, now they're dancing her towards a success. Here's the difference though. This time she's actually glowing, so that punch that she's going to unleash is probably going to be at least, my guess, 10 to 20 times stronger than the normal punches she was utilizing her. Alright, I'll just Mam opens the hole soon because Chiyu and I could use help at any moment now. Oh. I'm liking how the dude looks fucking scared just at the prospects of the prison being broken. Okay, talk about opening the Bi prison with style though. It wasn't just a hole. The whole one was just completely, literally obliterated now. That's what I love. I mean, she's already freed the majority of people. All that's left is just Chiyu and Dai just completely set on that goal. She barely even gives someone any time to react, but when you just instantly, and then that punch. I mean, it's only fair. Then why doesn't he heal it then? I'd venture the guess that that wound though that he received from Matt isn't going to be easily healable though, because that's it looks like it did a lot of damage. That's a lot of shit coming from a guy who's probably going to be 6 feet under in a few minutes. Okay, I think Nam's exaggerating. I mean, she has fought in worse opponents. I don't know, but I think Blizzard and Hadler are worse individuals. Yeah, at least if you compare it to what Zama's done. What Zama's done in comparison is like small tier stuff in comparison to what Hadler's done. I don't know if I agree with Matt. Don't get me wrong, I love Matt and all, but I don't know if I necessarily agree with that statement. But in saying that, it is actually giving her a lot of build-up because it's setting up Zama, the bastard that pulled off a lot of hits against Pop, Dai, and Chiyu. Wait! So she did all that just by a singular punch. So wait, it's so strong that you can't even regenerate from the Refractor Fist attack? If that's the case, damn. If she goes up against Hadler, she'd be able to likely counteract his healing abilities then. Especially considering that's implying that Hadler's going to want to be experimented on by Zabordi a few episodes ago and trying to gain a superior being body. Okay. That felt like 10 minutes, but I mean that in a good way. Now, as for the episode itself, I absolutely loved it, so I'm definitely going to be giving this one a 9.5 out of 10. The only line I disagree with is when our man is saying you're the worst enemy I've ever faced. I'm like, Toei, why do you love doing this shit? Because they don't just do it in this series. I remember they do it in Saint Seiya too. Where Shun, we're talking about a man who faced tough opponents in that series like motherfucking Iki. And then he fights a villain called Pyro, and then Shun's like, Pyro, you're like the worst enemy ever fought. I'm like, dude, you just fought Iki not even that many episodes ago. That's super fucking powerful. That was able to blow you back. Hyoga, Seiya, Shiryu. And I remember thinking in that instance too, saying, come on, Toei. You can't exaggerate the strength of every single villains. So it seems to be like a Toei fetish where whenever you have a new villain, the main character's like, you're the worst enemy I've ever faced. And I'm like, Toei, why do you do this like decades later? Because you did in Saint Seiya like 34 years ago, and then you're doing the same thing too. That's still the only line that I was like, Toei, you're falling into your fetishes again. But other than that though, everything else in the episode was really well done. Yo, the visuals look great! And I also still love, too, how at least in the preview for next week, it looks like Chiyu's still going to do something. And he ain't just going to... Oh, fuck. Okay, it's definitely implying that Zama's got some kind of trap, because... I don't think he'd be making a face like that with absolute sheer utter confidence if he wasn't going to at least some kind of, like, sinister feat next week. Now, it could just be super fucking paranoid, but... I doubt that's going to be the case in this instance. Now, in saying that, there were a lot of positives because at the very least, when it comes to Mam, they're finally putting her on semi-equal footing where she can stand side by side by Dai and also by Pop at the very least. And that's what I love because going in when they were gonna introduce her back, I was wondering, so are they just gonna make her into like a character that's a tier below Dai, but on the same tier of Pop? But no, looking at how they're doing things, it seems like they're gonna put her in the same tier as Dai, and I do love that because in a lot of animes with shonen-esque vibes, usually the female character, they're always put a tier below the main male characters. In multiple instances. Oh, even modern day shonen animes do this too, like Jujutsu Kaisen, where you got female characters that are strong, but they don't even pull off the same feats as male characters, and they're never involved in like the super uber major battles while the main characters take on all the action. I like how this series ain't falling into those trappings out of that quite a large portion of modern day action animes fall into, and I love how they're at least for now seemingly putting Mam in equal footing to Dai, and that's another thing I also enjoy about this episode too, because it's really satisfying, especially hearing the fact that Mam worked really hard for her strength and seeing her actually fight with a large amount of confidence is really satisfying, especially since before all this she lacked a lot of confidence in herself. It was really visually gratifying seeing that. That's why I thought the script in the episode was pretty damn good. Hell, I love what they showed off with Chio because seeing him actually risk himself in utilizing the advice he got from Dai was really damn fucking impressive too. And I love it just seeing the amount of heart that little, no, yeah, the little manly rat had was absolutely utterly cool. And that's another element I really enjoyed about this episode because they turned a simple comedy relief character into a character that can have nice dramatic sequences. And they did it impressively too. Yeah, I agree, Pierre Yevis Bergeron on Mamo. Like, she is on a whole nother level of epicness, and I absolutely love it. And that's something I really appreciate from this week's episode. And same what they did with Chio. They gave him a lot of respectable sequences. And I even love the chemistry they had with Pop, too, where they just had a back and forth. They were both straight up dissing each other. It was hilarious. And simultaneously, though, I love how it showed you how reasonable Chio was, because in a dangerous situation, he actually did take up Pop's advice. And having Pop try to seemingly suffocate Zama so that at the very least will give Chiyo a chance of opening up the mouth of Zama so there's a chance that Dai can come out. I love that too, because aside from showing Chiyo's bravery, it shows you that he's also got enough emotional intelligence too to actually fight for a greater cause. And that's why I didn't just love what they did with Men. I love what they did with Chiyo. And Pop too, by extent. Because even though, yes, Pop didn't have the epic sequences that Chiyo or Man did, he still came up with a plan of almost freeing Dai. It's just that if Chiyo would have had his guard up, then yeah, Dai would have been completely out of Zama's body. But hey, what can you do when circumstances don't go your way? But overall, excellent planning from Pop. That's why I felt all the character feats in the episode were absolutely fantastic. Now, aside from that, the script was intense because the action was nice. Every hit felt like it had impact. Like when you see Chiyo go up against the wall and pop, it looked really painful. And in addition to that, seeing Mammal for new attacks just looked beautifully gorgeous. And also seeing Pop utilize his flame attack was one of the rare instances of well done flame CGI. Because when I see flame CGI, it usually looks like utter dog shit. Here, it does not look like utter dog shit. It looks gorgeous. So I gotta give credit to Toei's animators. Honestly, Dragon Quest Adventure Dai is literally the only anime I've seen, aside from Gegege no Gotaro recently from Toei, where Toei cares from start to finish enough to make every episode look gorgeous. And I love that too. So I gotta give credit to the animation staff. The art was on model. A great vocal performance, especially from Chiyo's voice actor or actress. And that's why I feel the episode is worthy of a 9.5 out of 10. And fuck yeah, I'm definitely reacting to episode 37. I just hope that next week I don't have to work overtime. That'd be the only way I could see myself not reacting to the next episode early. But, anyways, y'all, right before I go, I'd like to say thank you very much to Pierre Yves Bregagon for comments on the live chat. Thank you very much to the people who've liked the video. And also for the people who are currently watching my live stream reaction or will watch my live stream reaction later today when it goes on like the replay option once my stream is done. Hope y'all share the video, rate it, comment, or subscribe because you're not going to want to miss my reaction to episode 37. And I hope y'all have a fun, great, safe, and fantastic day, everyone. But anyways, y'all, thank y'all so much for watching my video, and I'll see y'all later if you come back for more. Bye-bye, everyone.